Do you remember in the old days when everything felt different? When we used to gather around and share moments that actually mattered? Those were some special times. Well, come take this challenge. This nostalgic quiz will bring back feelings you forgot you had. Are you ready? Subscribe to Quiz Time. Question 1. Let's go. Which 1960 black and white thriller made people afraid to visit the shower? The Birds, Psycho, or Vertigo? The answer is Psycho. What circular yellow symbol became a cultural phenomenon during the 1970s? The smiley face, the peace sign, or the yin-yang? The answer is the smiley face. Which legendary Hollywood cowboy starred in more than 140 Western films? Clint Eastwood, John Wayne, or Gary Cooper? The answer is John Wayne. What handheld viewer used circular cardboard discs to show 3D color images? Kaleidoscope, Stereoscope, or Viewmaster? The answer is Viewmaster. What foreign band caused total chaos after landing at JFK in early 1964? The Rolling Stones, the Beatles, or the Kinks? The answer is the Beatles. Which performer is globally remembered as the king of rock and roll? Elvis Presley, Chuck Berry, or Little Richard? The answer is Elvis Presley. What gelatin-based dish often featured suspended fruit pieces in the 1960s? Ambrosia, fruit cocktail, or Jell-O salad? The answer is Jell-O salad. Which American muscle car was famous for the giant bird decal on its hood? Ford Mustang, Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, or Chevy Camaro? The answer is Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. What 1972 mafia film featured a powerful family making famous offers? Goodfellas, Scarface, or The Godfather? The answer is The Godfather. Which comedian became a television legend, starring in a famous 1950s hit? Lucille Ball, Mary Tyler Moore, or Carol Burnett? The answer is Lucille Ball. What unusual novelty living gift became a massive fad in the mid-1970s? Sea monkeys, pet rock, or chia pet? The answer is pet rock. Which actress became a fashion icon after starring in Breakfast at Tiffany's? Audrey Hepburn, Marilyn Monroe, or Elizabeth Taylor? The answer is Audrey Hepburn. What 1969 music festival became the defining event of the hippie era? Monterey Pop, Altamont, or Woodstock? The answer is Woodstock. What long pile floor covering was the biggest home decor trend of 1972? Linoleum, shag carpet, or parquet? The answer is shag carpet. Which iconic doll became the best-selling toy for girls worldwide in 1960? Raggedy Ann, Barbie, or Chatty Cathy? The answer is Barbie. Which country singer was known for always wearing all black on stage? Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, or Johnny Cash? The answer is Johnny Cash. What television comedy featured a talking horse that only spoke to Wilbur, Mr. Ed, Francis the Mule, or Silver? The answer is Mr. Ed. Which 1975 suspense movie about a sea predator started the blockbuster era? Jaws, Star Wars, or Rocky? The answer is Jaws. What miniature kitchen appliance became a beloved children's toy in 1963? Easy Bake Oven, Mini Mixer, or Toy Toaster? The answer is Easy Bake Oven. Which young actor became a global superstar after starring in the movie Grease? Richard Gere, Patrick Swayze, or John Travolta? The answer is John Travolta. What location in Dallas became historically significant due to tragic 1963 events? Dealey Plaza, Times Square, or the Alamo? The answer is Dealey Plaza. What spinning toy with a pointed end was popular on school playgrounds? Hula hoop, yo-yo, or spinning top? The answer is spinning top. Which actor won an Academy Award for his role in the 1972 film The Godfather? Al Pacino, Marlon Brando, or Robert De Niro? The answer is Marlon Brando. What lacy fabric covers were often used to protect the arms of a chair? Antimacassars, doilies, or slip covers? The answer is antimacassars. Which spooky family became famous for their macabre television comedy show, The Munsters, The Addams Family, or The Bradys? The answer is The Addams Family. Which powdered orange drink became famous for its use on space missions? Tang, Kool-Aid, or Sunny D? The answer is Tang. What 1977 science fiction movie became the highest-grossing film ever? Star Trek, Star Wars, or Alien? The answer is Star Wars. What vinyl record format became popular for playing single songs in 1960? The 45, the LP, or the 78? The answer is the 45. Which female group became the most successful recording act at Motown? The Marvelettes, the Ronettes, or the Supremes? The answer is the Supremes. Which novelty candy drew criticism for packaging that copied an adult item? Bubblegum cigars, candy cigarettes, or licorice pipes? The answer is candy cigarettes. Which American spacecraft successfully completed the first lunar mission? Apollo 11, Apollo 13, or Gemini 7? The answer is Apollo 11. What brand of white ovenware became a massive household staple in the 1960s? Pyrex, Corningware, or Tupperware? The answer is Corningware. Which 1973 horror film became notorious for its controversial dark themes? The Exorcist, Halloween, or Carrie? The answer is The Exorcist. What large plastic became a massive spinning fad, worn around the waist in the 1960s? Slinky, hula hoop, or super ball? The answer is hula hoop. What three-word phrase became the most famous anti-war slogan of the 1960s? Make love, not war, give peace a chance, or peace and love? The answer is make love, not war. What specific type of television took several minutes to display a picture? Plasma TV, LED TV, or tube TV? The answer is tube TV. Which iconic 1970s actor played the leather-clad, cool character Arthur? Henry Winkler, John Travolta, or Ron Howard? The answer is Henry Winkler. What camera brand became synonymous with instant photography in the 1970s? Kodak, Canon, or Polaroid? The answer is Polaroid. Which country music legend performed a famous live album inside a prison? Johnny Cash, Kenny Rogers, or Merle Haggard? The answer is Johnny Cash. What was the common animal name for a set of V-shaped indoor TV antennas? Dog ears, cat whiskers, or rabbit ears? The answer is rabbit ears. What movie star sang to the president in a famous skin-tight gold dress? Audrey Hepburn, Marilyn Monroe, or Elizabeth Taylor? The answer is Marilyn Monroe. What backyard practice for disposing of waste was finally banned in 1970? Burning trash, composting, or burying it? The answer is burning trash. Which 1963 science fiction show features a hero known as the Doctor? Doctor Who, Star Trek, or The Twilight Zone? The answer is Doctor Who. Which milk flavoring brand gained popularity with kids in the 1960s? Tang, Yoo-Hoo, or Nesquik? The answer is Nesquik. Which 1969 British group was known for their dead parrot comedy bit? The Marx Brothers, Monty Python, or the Three Stooges? The answer is Monty Python. What became the most collectible metal lunch container for kids in 1965? The lunchbox, the thermos, or the bento box? The answer is the lunchbox. What four-piece disco band won Eurovision in 1974 with the song Waterloo? The Bee Gees, Queen, or ABBA? The answer is A, B, B, A. What dangerous pair of rollers was used to dry wet laundry in the 60s? The wringer, the spin dryer, or the clothesline? The answer is the wringer. What board game involved buying city properties and collecting rent? The Game of Life, Risk, or Monopoly? The answer is Monopoly. What colorful, elastic substance was often used to lift newsprint ink, silly putty, Play-Doh, or slime? The answer is silly putty. What telephone service was shared among multiple neighbors in rural areas? Direct line, operator assist, or party line? The answer is party line. Which 1962 film introduced a secret agent known to the world as 007, Goldfinger, Dr. No, or From Russia with Love? The answer is Dr. No. Before FM, which radio band was most used for music and talk? AM, FM, or shortwave? The answer is AM. Which aerosol hairspray brand was known for creating extremely stiff hair? Aquanet, L'Oreal, or Vidal Sassoon? The answer is Aquanet. Which glass container was returned to local stores for a small cash refund? Soda bottle, milk carton, or pickle jar? The answer is soda bottle. What backyard game with metal spikes was banned from U.S. stores by 1988? Croquet, lawn darts, or horseshoes? The answer is lawn darts. What musical instrument did a famous Peanuts character play in the comic? Trumpet, violin, or toy piano? The answer is toy piano. What conical device was used to project a human voice across a stadium? Megaphone, microphone, or amplifier? The answer is megaphone. Which playground game required players to stand still when called out? Tag, hopscotch, or red light, green light? The answer is red light, green light. What rotating card system was the office standard before digital contacts? Filofax, Rolodex, or index box? The answer is Rolodex. What was the most popular music format for playing songs in cars in 1975? Cassette tape, compact disc, or 8-track tape? The answer is 8-track tape. What fictional small town was the setting for a beloved 1960s sitcom show? Mayberry, Springfield, or Bedrock? The answer is Mayberry. What toxic element was a common additive in automotive fuel during 1965? Mercury, lead, or asbestos? The answer is lead. Which Whammo brand item was inspired by flying saucer sightings in 1958? Boomerang, kite, or frisbee? The answer is frisbee. What small paper book of matches was commonly given away free in the 1960s? Lighter, matchbook, or flint box? The answer is matchbook. What ancient manual calculating tool uses sliding beads on a frame? Abacus, slide rule, or calculator? The answer is abacus. What container was used to transport dairy products from doorstep to home? Plastic jug, carton, or glass milk bottle? The answer is glass milk bottle. What men's hair product used a famous slogan about needing only a little? Brill cream, pomade, or gel? The answer is Brill cream. What was the largest and most popular trading stamp program in America? Blue chip stamps, gold bond stamps, or S&H green stamps? The answer is S&H green stamps. Which manual hand-crank tool was used for mixing before electric motors? Rotary beater, whisk, or spoon? The answer is rotary beater. What fizzy tablet medication was advertised with a memorable plop plop fizz fizz sound effect? Aspirin, Tums, or Alka-Seltzer? The answer is Alka-Seltzer. What salty spread made from yeast was a breakfast staple, especially in the UK and Australia in 1960? Peanut butter, Marmite and Vegemite, or Nutella? The answer is Marmite and Vegemite. What delivery worker brought fresh dairy products to doorsteps daily? The milkman, the postman, or the iceman? The answer is the milkman. What specific grooming tool was needed for thick 1970s style flooring? Carpet sweeper, shag rake, or vacuum beater? The answer is shag rake. What style of telephone was standard in most American homes in the 1960s? Push button, touch tone, or rotary dial? The answer is rotary dial. What countertop appliance became famous for cooking meals unattended all day? Crock-pot, toaster oven, or microwave? The answer is crock-pot. Which screen display was broadcast after a TV station signed off for the night? Test pattern, snow, or color bars? The answer is test pattern. What purple ink duplicating system was most commonly found in U.S. schools? Ditto machine, Xerox, or carbon copy? The answer is ditto machine.